Okay, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about anxiety and fear. And first off, I want to say all the emotions that we have, they're normal emotions. There's a reason for these emotions to exist. They aren't all comfortable, unfortunately, right? And anxiety and fear are both very uncomfortable emotions. They exist though to tell us something. So this is a very normal response to have after you've been scammed. And essentially what's happening is you have had something happen and then you were harmed. You hurt, right? It did something very negative to you. And so now in our brain, we have this association between what happened and the way that felt afterwards. And then many things will trigger more anxiety and fear. Just the thought of it happening can trigger anxiety and fear. And that fear may be around similar circumstances and it may be very broad. But I say all of that first off to normalize the fact that you're experiencing some anxiety and fear right now. And it isn't going to last forever. That is going to come down over time. But in the first few weeks and months and sometimes longer for people, that is pretty strong emotion that happens for them. So what I'm hoping to do is encourage a healthy level of anxiety and fear for you where it's changed a bit to where it isn't debilitating for you, where it isn't holding you back from living life, but perhaps you go out and live your life with a little more skepticism, as an example, right? So turning that anxiety into being skeptical could potentially help you. One final thought about you experiencing anxiety and fear after this has happened to you is that it's possible that that also indicates that there's trauma associated with this for you. So not everyone gets traumatized by a terrible event happening to them, but some people do. And if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety and fear, there could be trauma-related symptoms that are coming along with that for you. So if it turns out that you do feel like you've been traumatized or you've experienced trauma when you were scammed, then I would definitely encourage you to seek out a therapist that works with trauma and do work with that therapist with that in mind, that you are working to heal trauma. That will definitely add to the work that you do with the therapist and your own healing process as you get through this to the other side. All right.